Yay, I think. All right. I'm definitely getting the hang of this now, which is great. It only took me, I think, 3 or 4 months now. So welcome to another edition of Raw Comedy. Woo, your second Saturday of the month. Woo! Um, Raw Comedy is brought to you by Suitman Productions. It is for your ridiculously amazing women, but it's not just that. We have also decided to start including your non-binary because we believe that we need to start bringing in all of those minority voices. So go check out Dante's page, set Suitman Productions YouTube channel. It's suitmancomedy.com. And I am your host today, Polite Kitty, and I'm super excited to get this fantastic lineup going. However, I just want to make a couple of notes. Today is my best friend's birthday. And my best friend in the world is Muslim. Her name is Momina Riffit. And she is like my sister from another mister. I have went to college with this person. We met when I was in my 20s and I'm 41 now. We've been through divorces, kids, everything. And this is the person that if I called her and said, there's a dead body in my backyard, she would laugh and say, okay, where are we going to actually bury this thing? And it's nice to have somebody like that. So Mo, happy birthday. And just thank you for being a wonderful human being. So that was my heavy for the day. All right. So I am not one of those hosts that take up time just to provide my own comedy set. I believe that we have to showcase everybody that is on that flyer that you're ready to see. So are you guys ready for your Saturday night, ladies? That's where you're supposed to cheer. I know we need the audience. So up first is Chantel out of, I believe, Seattle too, right? Ooh, so we are actually matching here. This isn't real, guys, by the way. I'm not really in Seattle, but close enough. So Chantal, take it away. I can't wait here. I know, there you go. There you go. Woo! Woo-hoo.
Thank you. My name is Chantel and I am from Seattle.
I am sorry.
Okay. But yeah, let's get into it. I don't know about y'all, but I love working from home. My calls usually go like this. Hello, my name is Chantel. How may I help you? And then I just go back to watching Netflix. By the time I start listening again, they're usually asking me stupid ass questions like, are you there? Hello, can you hear me? And I feel like at that point, I have to be the best customer service agent I can be and just hang the fuck up. Some of my calls last less than a minute, and I really like those ones. I picked up a call and the entitlement on the other end said, I've been waiting 40 fucking minutes. So me, I said, well, bitch, wait another 40. And I hung up. I'm pretty sure I humbled someone. I need you to know that if you get me on the other end, I truly don't believe the customer is always right. Sometimes I believe the customer can just kiss my black ass. So if you call and you're hostile, I'm gonna be hostile too. If I'm a bitch, you're a bitch too. Now you're gonna have to wait again because oops, bitch, I hung up. And by now, I'm sure you can tell I match the energy of all of my callers. And I really don't give a fuck about the calls being recorded for quality and assurance purposes. So if you get me on the other end, please don't waste my time. Keep your life story to yourself. We do not care at all. I don't care that your daughter just had a baby. I'm never going to meet you, your daughter, or that goddamn baby. Please just tell me what you're calling, ma'am. I recently just figured out that I don't like to give people gifts anymore. I don't know. I just get really offended if you don't use it for what I bought it for. So if I buy you a blender because you say you want to drink more smoothies and you send me a picture of you drinking a milkshake, in my head, I'm like, bitch, that's not what the fuck I bought the blender for. Look, if this comedy shit doesn't work out, I'm gonna have to sell things I don't want to sell. And I'm not really ready to sit down with my fiance and tell him I'm selling my pussy. And speaking of my pussy, I need a new wax lady. The one I have now has had me fucked up for like a week now. I went in for my usual, but this time when she was down there, she was like, ooh, I see a gray hair. So I sat up and I was like, well, bitch, I see a 1-star review. That shit made my pussy mad. As I was getting dressed, I heard my pussy say, "Row." And I have this old Asian neighbor that I think might be a little racist. He knocked on my door the other day and he said, hey, do you have some sugar? And I said, well, I don't have any sugar. I'm sorry. He said, you Black, you have sugar. So I went and I mixed a cup of sugar, half a cup of sugar and half a cup of salt. And I gave it to him and I told him to tell his wife, I said, hello. When he knocked on the door, I yelled, I'm Black. We don't open the door. And that's my time. Thank you.
All right. That was great. Just let me add myself. So where can we find you on social media?
I am on Instagram as Chantel Noel _, TikTok Chantel Noel _, Facebook Chantel Noel.
Made that very easy for everybody.
CHNTELNOEL.
And do you have any live shows or any virtual shows or anything coming up?
I do. I have an open mic set coming up June 21st at Super Funny Comedy Club in Tacoma. And I'm gonna do Jules Jokes with Suitman Productions July 8th. So.
Yay! I'm hoping to be out there, but you never know. Yeah, see, this brave one over here actually did Super Funny Nate Jackson's, and I still am like, no.
We'll get there. It's fun.
Yes, yeah, we'll get there. So once again, that was Chantel. I'm gonna get in. So thank you. Next up we have Miss Janice, and I would just like to say I've actually seen Janice in person, and I was so socially awkward and too scared to say anything because I felt like I was seeing a celebrity in person. Fangirling, I was like, no.
Oh my God.
So but yes, welcome the famous Janice to the stage.
Oh, yeah, I'm from a little town called Lakebay, Washington, just out of Tacoma, but my home club is Nate Jackson's and Tacoma Comedy Club. And I'm excited to be here at the age of 69. I really am. And I've decided I am not getting a day older till I turn 96. And it's not because of my ego. I'm actually dyslexic. Now, getting older is petrifying. I mean, that's why elderly wear so much yellow. It's actually a caution sign. Now, mine used to read slippery when wet. Now it reads watch for falling rocks. Well, it was about 3 years ago, I came up with this brilliant idea to try stand-up comedy, to add to my retirement fund. So far, I'm down $600 for the comedy classes. Now, it wasn't like my husband and I didn't discuss this. I mean, we were 65, retired, we were going to tour the United States. Why not do stand-up for a few extra bucks? We knew either way we were going to end up sleeping in a Walmart parking lot. Now, you can tell by this shape, this body build, that the only way I get into shape is to put on Spanx compression hose and a push-up sports bra. But that doesn't mean I don't exercise. I do exercise when I run errands. We drive up to the store. I run as fast as I can to get into one of those little electric scooters, and I chase my husband around Walmart. And now you can't see him, but I have really white legs. And the reason I do is I quit wearing pantyhose. It was taking me an hour and a half to put them on. And I would grab from the front, my husband would grab from the back, I'd put a leg in each nylon, and I'd start jumping up and down as fast as I could. The floor would start undulating like big, huge waves. My husband started getting seasick. It was like taking a massive lump of sausage and putting it in a very small casing. Now, being 100% white is not all it's chalked up to be. And I mean, I can't even go down to the pool without all the beach bunnies fighting over who gets to be next to me. And it's because they found out they get a better tan off the reflection of my skin than they do the sun. Now, it gets pretty scary too. I mean, the other night, 2 vampire bats broke into my bedroom, came in, each one grabbed a leg, used it like a glow stick to find other old bat sensory problems. Now, I am a mom, an MOM, a mother of millennials, and I had 3 sons over the course of 16 years, and I named them, oops, most wanted, and not again. Now, my daughter, no, most wanted loves teasing his brothers about being the only planned child in the family, but out of the 3, that little turd would be the first one I'd throw back. Now, my daughter, I adopted at 16 months, all gain, no pain. She eventually grew up, joined the Army, came out loving everybody. She insists I call her my wild child. I call her my slut. SLUT, sweet, lovable, unintentional tease, just like me. No, my youngest son came over last week and I said, you know, you need to take these childhood trophies and take them home. I'm trying to downsize. He said, Mom, they're participation trophies. You bought them, you earned them, you fucking keep them. Now, I was out in the yard with my oldest son last week and out in the garden. And I said, oh my God, I finally had 5 clematises blooming. He said, Mother, I told you, I don't want to hear about your sex life. No, I finally learned when my youngest son was getting too old to bathe with me anymore. This time we stepped into a shower, he looks up and he says, oh, Mommy, you have a beard just like Daddy's. Now, my husband and I, we do have pet names for each other. He calls me Honeybee, that's short for honey bitch. And I call him Choppers because that man will eat anything in this whole world but me. Just kidding, he loves getting into my pie. Now, marriage is a 50-50 situation. And I nagged my husband for 6 months to fix that fart fan in the bathroom. And he's been nagging me for 6 months to actually use it. Now, I went on a vacation out of country, and man, I was really impressed with those self-flushing toilets. And when we came home about a week later, my husband says, you know, honeybee, we don't have self-flushing toilets at this house. No. My husband and I, we like going home and watching videos, and we stopped at a convenience store, you know, to pick up goodies, and I'm running around. I look over and Choppers is just staring out in space. I said, honey, what's wrong? He says, I went by the bathroom mirror this morning naked, and I'm growing man boobies. I said, oh, honey, that's okay. At least we'll have one pair of perky titties between us. Now, I had a couple of friends come up to me and they said, oh, looks like you lost a couple pounds. No, I got a better fitting bra. Now my Choppers doesn't have to get into this position to see the nipples on my titties. Now, something that really kind of annoys me from these young girls, like I said, I'm 69 years old, and they'll come up, is that your natural hair color? Yes, it is. And I keep it that way every 6 weeks. So I'm a retired nurse. And here's something you might not know, is that your anus can come down with dementia. It loses the ability to know when to hold on to things and when to let loose of things. And when you think about it, your sphincter is the smartest muscle in your body. It can tell the difference between solid, liquid, gas, or dick. Yes, we women know that trick. Now, I'll end with this. One research paper I read said that the regular use of a vibrator on your vagina keeps it younger. Now, I did the calculations. Mine's about 15 years old.
Woo! Here, let me add myself. So I can definitely relate. I have decided that I no longer want to wear bras. I'm burning my bras. But I breastfed my kid and my last one. And then, you know, I'm aging and I had a complete hysterectomy. So everything in gravity works. Let's just say that it literally does.
Mean Mr. Gravity, yes.
And I've actually started to chafe and get a rash.
Oh gosh.
And I'm like, yeah, they're right. On that note, Janice, where can we find you on social media?
Well, I'm old. I'm a boomer. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I will admit it. And you can get a hold of me through JaniceLFox66@gmail.com or Facebook. I'm all over Facebook, and it's just Janice L. Fox. So those are the only two. And if you know anybody that's really good at social media, hook me up. I need to get a little better connected.
And do you have any live shows or anything, or virtual shows, anything coming up you'd like to tell us about?
Yeah. I have on Monday, the 13th, I'll be with Linda Camacho on The World's Best Laugh. And then Tuesday, I'll be at the Lyman Kirkland, Washington. Wednesday, I'm in the 4th heat of Nate Jackson's Super Funniest Comedy Contest. And then I'll be at Silverados in Olympia on the 17th of June.
Wow.
So, got a little bit of time in there to do, a little bit of working.
Well, we're working. Yeah, but see, that's all great stuff. It's like everything's opening up. So I love to see everyone out performing and working out their craft. So thank you, Janice.
Thank you.
So let me, again, working out the kinks here with my, up next we have another great comedian, and I've seen them perform a couple of times, and unfortunately just never had the pleasure of working a show with them until today. So I'm super excited for Kendra
Hi,
out of
everyone.
Boston.
Hi.
Let me
Right,
remove myself.
right now, I thank you so much, Audra, for introducing me. Right now, I'm obviously in a car. I am in a rented 2003 Honda Civic. I hope everyone just knows how great my comedy career is going. And right now I'm on my way to Boston because I was coming from a show in Western Massachusetts. I'm not sure where I am now. It might be a sundown town. If there are suddenly people on horses wearing like white robes coming towards me, just like call 911. Just help me out. You see some cars going by. I'm on the side of the highway, very luxurious. In fact, if you want to see the McDonald's, this is like MTV Cribs. So I live in this rented Honda Civic. Here's my past 5 meals and my fanny pack. So I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm just fantastic. I'm kind of busy. This is Pride Month. I don't know if you can tell by the haircut, I am a gay. So I'm very excited about Pride Month. I always love it. It's a very important month. We spend this entire month commemorating when Barack Obama threw the first brick at Stonewall and freed all of the gays from Egypt. It's very important for all of us. And, we commemorate this by lighting our menorah, which is a gay menorah, and fucking each other in bathroom stalls. So it's a very sacred time for the queer community. I'm the first one in the LGBTQ, the first one out of the mafia. I'm the L. And I live in Boston. Whenever I do a show in Boston, if it's not explicitly like a pride show, I'm performing for like 50 men named Sean, sometimes there's a woman named like Marie or like I don't know, Colleen, but for the most part, so like I always tell them like, yeah, I look like this on purpose. Like if you look at me and you're like, oh, that's a dyke, I'm doing that on purpose, like that's my point. When people look at me, I want them to think, why does this man have such a feminine voice and such an amazing ass? Like that is my sweet spot. That's my spot. I am in a relationship. I'm in a relationship. It's really exotic because not only it's gay, it's interracial. And it's going pretty well so far. It's long distance, so we're like traveling back and forth a lot. But one thing about it is but my girlfriend is such a great ally. She took pictures of my haircut because I realized whenever I go to like a barber, it's usually a Dominican barber because that's who gets this hairline looking good. I'm always just like, oh, like do this, or like just make me look like a guy, like, or sometimes I point at a guy and I'm like, give me his haircut. But my girlfriend took pictures of my head so I could be like, oh, make my hair look like this, because I usually just go in and I'm like, fix me. My family has been very supportive of me looking more masculine though, and I know this because my dad will always tell me when I need a haircut. Like he supports another black mask. Once I had a picture of me online with my girlfriend. It was like one of the first photos we posted together. I got like 100 likes because people just love the gays right now. And my dad was like, oh, like he called me and was like, oh, I get a really nice vibe from your new girlfriend. She's so sweet. Like in that picture, you look really happy, but you need a haircut. So that's when I went to a barber. I was like, thanks, Dad. And the rest of my family, like I will like I will like have media that they could watch, and like like I did a thing where I like had to tell comedy in a car for money. Comedy is weird. That being said, I'll put my Venmo in the chat, but I please help. I'm doing great. Please help. Inflation's high. Gas prices are high. But I did this thing online where or like not online. It was in person where I like drove people and told my jokes at them, and like it was finally released. My family looked at it. They were really excited. And the first thing my cousin said was like, "Your haircut looks nice." So I know I did well. She was like, "Your jokes are good too, but your haircut looking good. Good job." So, you know, my family's very supportive of me being gay, basically. So yeah, I talked about my girlfriend. We're planning on moving in together because I love being a stereotype. We've known each other for a while. We were friends before we started dating. It's a true friends to lovers arc. We're going to write a book about it, put in a dragon. It's going to be all over the internet. And, so one important part of our relationship as we're moving in together is trying to get our cats to like get to be nice to each other. So her cat's name is Lady Gaga. My cat's name is Janet Jackson. And basically we've been spending lots of time making sure they collab, right? We want a really great collaboration between Lady Gaga and Janet Jackson, two pop stars, two very important women in pop. But right now, Janet Jackson's the smaller one too. She's like only 8 pounds. Right now, what happens, she'll just like, if she sees Lady Gaga, she'll just run at her and hiss. So it's like, we need friendship. We need more collaboration between these two amazing artists. But I knew it was fate. Because I named my cat Janet Jackson before I wasn't like, oh, it'd be cute because my girlfriend's name, like we weren't even dating. I was like, so I found my cat outside, and it was clear when I found her, she was visibly nursing because her boobies were out. Like her titties were full of milk. So her titties were out, and I was like, you know who this reminds me of? Janet Jackson. So that's how my cat got her name. Very important queer history. But yeah, like I said, I'm very much on the side of the road. This is my life. So I quit my job like in February during Black History Month. Hell yeah, I emancipated myself. It's been great. And I was working in nonprofits. So regardless of whether I was doing comedy or I'd be in a car on the side of the road with like 5 bags of empty McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like nonprofits, they pay you in like good vibes and dirt. Like this was gonna be my fate, you know? But I am more excited to spend more time doing comedy because now I could get paid in a substance use disorder. It's gonna be amazing. Buy me drinks at the bar. My job was in environmental education, which I like the environment. You know, it's cool. It gives you flowers. Without the environment, we wouldn't have weed. It's doing good for us. The sun's good. It gives me vitamin D. You know, I like water. It's great. But I realized I wasn't the right type of person for my job. Because it's like supposed to be making sure kids have some sense of environmental stewardship. But what I wanted to do at my job probably once a month was stare a 12-year-old dead in the eyes and say, if you don't take out the next ExxonMobil CEO, we're all fucked. But that's not very happy. That's not, my boss was like, just make sure they look at birds. Like, why are you doing this? There was once I built a garden for a kindergarten class. It was very cute. And the idea was the first time the kindergarten was interacting with this garden, they were each going to plant 1 seed. So there was a line of kindergartners. I was handing out seeds. I gave them each alternating seed. So it was like a pumpkin seed and the sunflower seed, a pumpkin seed and the sunflower seed. I gave the next kid a pumpkin seed and he said, why can't I have a sunflower seed? I want a sunflower seed like my friend. I just want it. But what I wanted to say to this 5-year-old child was, listen, half the world is going to be swept away in tsunami before you can even get your dick wet. Just enjoy life and put the seed in the ground, you know, just like take a little bit of joy, put the seed in the ground. You're going to need these survival skills in like 10 years. Okay. But I did not say that to the child. I left my job voluntarily. I was not fired for teaching a kindergartner the term dick wet. Like that, he probably would have been like I'm taking a bath and I would be like, no, when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much, the daddy gets his dick wet. But yeah, I actually recently started dating my girlfriend around I started dating her, I guess, in December after I knew I was quitting my job. And I'm in a rental right now because my car was totaled because I'm just great. You know, the tradition of gays who can't drive and do math, right? Can't drive, I can't do math. That's why I pursued stand-up comedy. But I basically came to my girlfriend when we realized we were interested in each other. And I was like, hey, so I don't have a job or a car, but I do have 3 different dildos. And she was like, yeah, sure, that works. And for some reason, she thought it was a good idea to date me, but I am very fortunate. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to my stuff. I am done. Thank you. I'm going to give it back to your host.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kendra, where can we find you on social media?
Great question. So my media, I guess I'll type it, but I know people are watching on Facebook. It's Bossy_Dawsey. That is my Instagram and Twitter. And if you are on the East Coast and you want to see me live, because I have shows in Boston and to Hartford and New York City, basically go to my Instagram. My link tree is the link in bio. It has tickets to a large portion of my shows over the next few weeks in person. I am very handsome in person, so you should see me in person. Also, I have a run of shows in Rochester, New York, or the Finger Lakes area. At the end of the month, you could be really gay with me in the Finger Lakes. So if you're watching, go there. Come to my shows. Help me, I'm poor. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
I was contemplating. I was like, wow, did the haircut give it away? If you haven't noticed, yes, I am also queer. Okay, I'm on that spectrum, and I'm second in command as I represent the B. So
hell yeah, Alphabet Mafia. Woo!
That's right. So I'll take it. So as we move on, it's also June. It's Juneteenth, and I have a story about that. So if you guys ever want to come to one of the shows, I have a Juneteenth story that I like to tell because it shows white privilege, and I think it's something that we have to have an open discussion about. But I also make it funny, so just so you guys, okay. And with that, let's bring out your headliner for the evening. Again, excited about this because Erica is so funny, and I've seen Erica with gosh, I think it was the Laugh Factory now. Gosh, Chocolate Sundays. I know. I mean, this person is just going places. So give it up for Erica.
Yay. Thank you so much, Audra. Thank you so much for that warm welcome. Ladies, make some more noise for yourselves this evening. This has been fantastic. I have been over here dying, laughing, sweating, crying in my Fenty makeup. I mean, I tried to get nice for y'all tonight. I really tried to do something with myself because before this, I looked like if you went on wish.com and ordered Whoopi Goldberg, till you do right by me. Welcome to the view, you know. But instead, I decided tonight that I would give you a little, I don't know, Viola Davis and Tyler Perry's The Matrix. You know. But let's see. Y'all love yourselves. Make some noise if you love yourselves.
Of course.
hours.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's right. I love myself too. I love myself every day and twice on Sunday. I can't wait for tomorrow night, baby. Yes. And when I have my self-love nights, if you can relate, let me know. I like to turn on some music for me and get sexy for me. You know what I'm saying? I like to go ahead and get naked for me. You know, sometimes I just wear a little necklace. Sometimes I just got this like badass Zulu warrior necklace. Sometimes I just wear that. Just all chocolate and then Zulu warrior, you know, because I'm gonna be fierce about my own love. You know what I'm saying? So I'll turn on something like some Sierra Body Party, you know. My body is your body, baby. You know that song. I'll be singing it to myself because I love me. Love me. And I like to sometimes get in front of the comedy, baby. Yeah. Hold on. Because I'm
Oh no. I think Erica logged herself out. I'll give her a few minutes. We can talk about what happened to me at the Christian conference, and it's Pride Month. So I'll give her, like I said, we'll give her a few minutes. I was at a Christian conference this month, and it was for homeschooling. I'm a homeschooler, and I decided that I was going to run a booth at the conference that represented legal issues, just because I wanted the free membership. Yeah, not a good idea when you are queer. And
so,
this just interrupt. Okay, Erica's back. Yay!
I get so doggone excited talking about loving myself. I knocked the whole phone out the thing. That's how excited I am about tomorrow night when I got my Sierra Body Party on and I'm butt naked aside from the Zulu warrior necklace. And I got my little, I'm in front of the mirror, y'all. I gotta watch. I'm a freaky freak like that. You know?
That was amazing.
Because if I don't turn me on, you know, what the hell am I doing? So this one time I'm getting it, I'm busting it down, and I go down and I catch myself in the mirror and I look and I see one lip is a little bit grayer than the other one. I mean, not a little bit, a lot of bit, full on gray. It's a full gray lip. And I felt some kind of way about that. I was like, why I got grabia? What is this? And I told this joke one time, and a girl at the show said, oh, like Cruella de Vil. I said, you're right, me and my 101 Dalmatians got it in that night. You know? But I wanna take you guys back to a time back before I had a color blocked coochie. I want to take you back to the 90s, early 2000s. Who remembers chat lines?
Yes.
I heard that loud and clear, Audra. That's right. Love the chat lines, man. And I get on there and I would use my little sexy voice. Like I've always had this sexy voice. And I used to teach. And sometimes after a late night or something, you know, I come in and my coworkers be like, oh yeah, Erica, you know, you got that phone sex voice going on today. And that's not exactly what you want at 8:30 when you're telling your third graders, please turn to page 56. That's a very inappropriately sexy time. So I love the chat lines. I love it. And I would get on there and I had certain guys that wanted to talk to me on a regular basis. I remember one name. I only remember one guy's name. I remember Rodney. because Ronnie was a brother from the south side of Chicago that would like to tell me about some little sexy scenarios he'd like to put me in around his apartment. One time he said, you know what, Erica, baby, I'd like to get you in my kitchen, because he loved to cook. So I said, okay. I thought, you know, that's sexy to me, right? I didn't know what he looked like. I just hear him talking about he want to cook. Yes, we in the kitchen, Rodney. What's up? I said, baby, I wanna rub you down in sesame oil. I want sesame oil all over your bosom. I said, wait. I mean, that's a very curious choice of oils, Rodney. I mean, if we're in that situation, you're pouring sesame oil on my bosom and suddenly I get a hankering for sweet and sour chicken. Don't be mad if, you know, the teeth graze it. Oh no, baby, that's okay. That's okay. You won't graze it. That's all right. I like a little teeth. I'm like, okay, Rodney, you a freaky freak. Tell me more, baby. Tell me more. He said, yeah. Just when I'm about to explode, I'm gonna put jism all over your bosom. I don't know when the last time anyone has gone on recorded record of using the term jism. But suddenly this brother made this very unsexy term sexy. To this, I still feel some type of way every time I bite into sesame chicken. But anyway. There was something magical about being on the chat lines. You folks today have it too easy. You want to just dial a partner and you got it. 6 feet tall, check. Athletic, check. No, on the chat line, you had to listen for the voices, right? You couldn't tell what somebody was really like. You had to make it up in your mind. But that's okay. I used to have some interesting regulars. I had this one time, this one guy called me. And this is exactly how the call went. Hello? How you doing, baby? Okay, baby. What's your name? Well, all right. What are you into, baby? That was it. That was the call. That was the call. I used to get them like that. I had dudes on that line. I used to call them TikTokers. TikTokers before there was TikTok, because they heard a few seconds of me and they were gone in 16 seconds. But I had to use this chat line. I had to use it one time, guys. There was a very special person I was seeing, very hot guy, my college sweetheart. And for his college graduation, I decided I wanted to get him the best gift ever, a threesome. So I decided to go ahead and hop on this chat line, and I wanted to hear what we could find, you know, see if we could get some bites. Get some freaky freaks out there with some good voices at least. And I wind up talking to a lady. We're exchanging messages back and forth. Her first message to me is, well, I'm very petite. I'm caramel complected. I said, first of all, that voice was sounding sexier than mine. I had to dig in and investigate. She said, well, I'm 5'3". I'm about 140 pounds. I'm 38D. 24, 38, I'm hairy, and I love ass play. And I said, you know what? We're going to this hotel. I need you. Mind you, I was half a bottle into Dom Perignon at this point. And all I heard was 38D titties. Yeah. we're gonna meet up at this hotel. Why don't you meet us there in about 3 hours? Okay. So me and him go ahead. We take the rest of the Dom Perignon, some more fun shit. We get to the hotel. What kind of hotel we go to, y'all?
Ooh.
A
Hotel
sex,
8.
a sex hotel. This is the most fun you can have as an adult. Remember when you were kids and you went for the carnival? This is a damn adult carnival. I have no idea what chains you guys have in your different regions of the country. In Chicago, we used to have the Sybaris. Growing up, see them Sybaris commercials. Back in the 90s, seeing those couples in love in the hot tubs at an 11:30 p.m. commercial made me excited to have sex. In the 90s, I was very excited to have sex. Thanks to the Sybaris. We went to a place that was like the Sybaris on LSD, baby. We talking a 500-gallon hot tub. We talking a pole station with the mirrors all over the place, big ass bed, and a his and hers bidet. Yes. Every channel you turn on is porn. Every category. Playtime, yes. Graduation, threesome day, let's go. He's in the shower. I'm on the bed waiting on her, thinking of all the crazy things I'm gonna do to both of them. And a little bit of time passes. I hear a knock on the door. I'm excited. I don't want to run in there and get him, be like, yo, baby, she's here. No, just go get her. Come, you know. I had to calm myself down. Too excited. I get to the door. I open the door and she's there. And she's dressed in a very sexy little outfit. That she has a mustache bigger than my father's. And I said, okay, that's all right. I'm a freaky freak. We gonna do this. We gonna do this. She comes in, I welcome her in, sits on the bed next to me, and I'm thinking, yeah, talk a little, warm up a little bit. We're getting towards first base. She goes to take her shirt off. Cozy up. I go to take my shirt off. We start making out a little bit. I think I'm about to go to second base. She starts taking her bra off. And out pops two of the most luxurious Afro puffs I've ever seen in my life. Y'all, this woman had the hairiest areolas. It looked like she had 74 Wilt Chamberlains just chilling. I was waiting to see a little pic with the righteous fro fist popping out of it. You know what I'm saying? And so I said, okay, baby, all right. So I went in there, I got him. I said, hey, she's here. And she's cute. Just come on out. Just come on out. He comes out to the bedroom. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. Who remembers the movie Wild Things? Yes. Let's take it back to 97 for a second, y'all. Wild Things. There's that infamous threesome scene with all three of them kissing, right? The little seductress girl, the other girl, the guy, all three of them kiss at the same time. That's one of them little devious things I was plotting out in my head earlier, right? I'm sitting in between them. She's here, he's here. I go in. She comes in. I'm sorry, wait. This is just so fucking funny to me. I gotta restart just because the order of these. He goes in, I go in, she goes in, he goes out, I say in, she goes out, I go in. Yo, nothing happened that night. We had to politely advise her that me and him were gonna shift gears. Plans go out, you know, do a little dancing. We stayed in there, we fuck like demons. But anyway, the moral of the story is my lips won't touch your nips unless you rips. You guys have been fantastic.
Oh my gosh, that was probably the one of the most entertaining sets. I will not comment as to why I know most of your set and why.
Same page.
I knew with the chat lines, I was like, yep, no, yep.
You know, you were there. Yes, you were there. Good times.
I know they had those ones with like the rent by the hour or whatever. That's why I was like, Motel 8, yep. Where you can destroy the hotel room and just leave.
Hey, anytime you see a 4-hour rate, you know what time it is. That's all you need. Get in there, get out. Or get in there, 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 get out.
So I see from your background, which is great, that where we can find you on social media, Erica Switzer.
At Erica Switzer on Instagram and YouTube. Check out YouTube. You can, if you like what you saw tonight and you want more of me, my set from the World Comedy Expo in Chicago is now up on my YouTube channel. Also, I'm available on Twitter and TikTok at the Erica Switzer.
Yes. Yes. And do you have any live shows or other virtual shows coming up that you would like to promote?
Next week, I am proud and honored to be participating in the Black Women in Comedy Laugh Fest in New York City. I will be performing Thursday night at New York Comedy Club in Midtown, Friday night at Gotham Comedy Club, Saturday night back at New York Comedy Club Midtown for Hotels with Nicole Phoenix in the comments section where Kelly Kells is headlining. Come through.
Wow, awesome. That is great. So yay. All right, so that does it for your Raw Comedy Saturday. I hope you guys all enjoyed. A round of applause for all of the performers tonight, even in your situations with Kendra having to perform out of a car and Erica getting so excited she threw the phone. Again, you can check out all of past and previous episodes on Suitman Productions YouTube channel, or you can go to Suitman Productions at the Facebook page, or of course suitmancomedy.com. I have been your host, Audra Polite Kitty Sisak. Thank you, everybody.